All right, guys, every Wednesday we've been working on our overhead squats, so hopefully you're feeling a little better at these. Remember, if you cannot perform a overhead squat due to shoulder mobility, just substitute front squat, same concept. We're going to be starting off with every minute for 5 minutes, 2 reps, and we're going to be building in weight. Once we get up to the heavier weights, we're going to go to every 90 seconds, sets of 2, all right? So just a reminder how we set up. You're going to come out of the rack with the bar on your back. All right, take a step back. Find your grip. Use your legs to jump the bar overhead. All right, lock in those shoulders. Find your squat stance. Really focus on keeping that push up into the bar. There should be no major movement in your shoulders. All right, and initiate the squat. Good deep squat. Stand up all the way. Okay, you're going to do 2 reps. When you're done, bringing the bar back to your back. You catch it with your legs, and you can walk it back to the rack. All right, so remember, priority here is good shoulder position. So we're really working on pushing up, keeping that nice tight position. We don't want to be rotating the shoulders forward, and we don't want to be bending as we go. So for those that are new to this, again, just an empty barbell can be challenging. Work on your ankle mobility if you're tight in your ankles. And for some athletes, keeping it light, going slow, like tempo, with a little pause might be a good way to go. So if you're just learning, you might not be able to hit full range of motion, but you want to work on it. This is a great drill, right? You set yourself up, okay? And you just work as far as you can, moving nice and slow, feeling it out, and then stand up. So doing something like that with just an empty barbell, pausing, taking your time, maybe doing a couple extra reps every round is a great way to develop that skill and strength, all right? So that's our strength for today. Let's talk about our conditioning. All right, guys, we have a fun workout today with some muscle up work, thrusters, and running. And it's interval style, so you're going to get 90 seconds rest in between rounds. So we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about muscle up progressions. In workouts, there's a lot of ways that you can progress this, but if you think about a muscle up, it's like a pull-up, there's a transition, and then there's a dip, okay? So when we're developing basic capacity, doing some version of pulling, some version of pressing or dip is a great way to break it up. So the prescribed for the rings, if you do it, is 5 ring muscle ups for guys, 3 for women. Okay? If you're going to do a scale, I want you to do 5 reps of whatever version you decide to go with. Okay, so the most basic version that we have, really simple, is 5 ring rows plus 5 push-ups. So this gets 5 reps of pulling in, okay, 5 ring rows, and then you go to the floor and do 5 push-ups. Okay? So for some people, that's going to be a challenge. Focus on good quality reps and range of motion. From there, you can go to 5 kipping pull-ups, like on a regular pull-up bar. Okay? Plus 5 dips. Okay? So 5 of each of those. But there's always other variations. We have the bar muscle up, and we have transitions on the rings. These are more skill-based scaling options. So the transition, if you've never seen this before, we start with our feet between the rings, right? We're going to find that weighted position. Feet move out in front. We drop under the rings, and then we work on learning to transition ourselves over to the top of the rings. So that in itself is not too tiring, right? You can do strict versions of that, but generally that's a technique thing. So you're going to want to combo that probably with 5 extra. If you do that, that's like the pull, and I would add in 5 dips, something like that, okay? Other versions you can do are bar muscle ups. So doing a jumping bar muscle up is a great scale. So you would jump into the bar muscle up, okay? Find a set that's hard for 5. Or we can do a banded bar muscle up. Much more technical, right? You need a little experience with this prior to trying it in a workout. But again, a way that you can learn that sensation of going from under to over. All right? So remember, the size of the band that you use, of course, will help you and change difficulty. So that's our muscle up scales. From there, remember the last movement that we haven't talked about is the thruster. So this is meant to be that moderately heavy weight. We're trying to sprint. This is an interval workout. So the thruster is going to be thumb distance from the shoulders. Starts in that front rack position. Squat to press. Really focus on driving from the legs to help the arms out, because your arms are going to be tired from those muscle ups. So that's it, guys. We got a 20-minute cap on this workout today. Have fun with it. See you tomorrow.